in the glorious Lake District, but it would have been warm work climbing the Via Ferrata this weekend. We've had lots of warm sunshine, not just across the lakes, but across most western parts of the UK, and it's been gradually breaking through elsewhere too. Very quiet weather set up at the moment across the UK, with very few isobars you can see on the chart. That's why the winds are so light. But this low is lurking with intent out in the Atlantic. That'll come into play later in the week, as you'll see in just a moment. Now, the odd shower could pop up across the lakes or the northern Pennines this afternoon, but there'll be few and far between. Still, though, the clouds struggling to clear from parts of the East Midlands and Lincolnshire around the Norfolk coast too. But where you have got the sun coming through, a very warm afternoon once again. Temperatures easily getting into the mid-20s Celsius. That's the mid to high 70s Fahrenheit. Now, the warmth and the humidity could trigger off one or two showers, not so much across Devon and Cornwall. I think certainly through Wales, perhaps down towards the Bristol area. Like yesterday, if you do catch one of those showers, you'll certainly notice it because it's going to be pretty heavy, but equally many places will manage to miss them. Northern Ireland, lovely afternoon here. You'll keep the warm sunshine going. Across Scotland, a little bit more hit and miss, the cloud building perhaps across Dumfries and Galloway after a sunny morning. Now, through this evening, the showers will gradually ease away. The main feature once again tonight for that low cloud spreading in from the North Sea, turning pretty misty across many central and eastern parts of England and Scotland as well. Most of the rain, though, dying away, and a very mild night. Temperatures holding well up into the low to mid-teens. So, a fairly dry night for most of us, but the theme through this week is definitely for it to turn wetter across most parts of the UK and quite a bit cooler as well, especially across northern areas. It's going to be a slow process, though. The chart for Monday night into Tuesday looking really fairly similar, with still very few isobars across the UK, but you can see that low just rotating out to the west there. It's going to stay out there for a couple of days yet. Having said that, weak weather fronts will start to push some showery outbreaks of rain northward, so the chance of a shower in rather more places, I think, during Monday. Again, so that cloud slowly breaking back as the sun gets through, and a very warm day where we get the sunshine. Still those temperatures getting into the mid-20s. Very slow process going on, though, with these weak weather fronts coming in from the north. You can see a cold front. It's much colder air coming in behind that. That's going to start slipping in towards Scotland through the course of the day. So a bit more in the way of cloud here, certainly feeling cooler across northern Scotland as the day wears on. But elsewhere, well, still pretty mild and muggy, with further showery outbreaks of rain breaking out during the course of the day. But then Tuesday night into Wednesday, that's when things start to get a little bit more interesting. You can see a bit of a squeeze going on. Fronts coming down from the north, fronts coming in from the south. There's something of a battle going on across central parts of the UK. It's going to be very cold, though, across northern areas as that colder air tucks in. 12 degrees and wet in Newcastle, for example. Think back to the bank holiday. That's the sort of weather we're going to be seeing here by that time. And then Wednesday night into Thursday, things really beginning to reach a peak. The squeeze really going on, so intensifying the rain across that central band of the UK. Looks like it could be the wettest day of the week, particularly for England and Wales, possibly Northern Ireland, southern Scotland as well. Persistent rain and still very chilly to the north of that. Relatively mild, though, to the south. And we end the week on a similar note, that low having drifted in from the southwest. Still those weather fronts quite slow moving, particularly, I think, across the southern half of the UK. So dry and bright to the north over Scotland, but still some rain to come.